And so we're gonna just jump right into this. It's the end of the Jussie Smollet uh,
Pew
verdict.
pew. Let's get it.
So yeah,
Let's
we're
get it
just gonna.
going.
We just. I mean, the whole thing took a long time. I was watching
Oh
like a
yeah.
bit of it live, and I was just like, okay, it was pretty drawn out. So we're just gonna. I guess this is the last
Get
30
right
minutes. We'll just
into
give it a shot.
it. Yeah.
The play button actually does work if you hit it.
That's not why I'm telling this,
Nice
recalling
job.
this event. What I'm talking about is how sensitive you were to any kind of slight. That anybody, if the wrong words come out of somebody else's mouth, you're going to get up and speak up and complain about it, and make sure that they know that they're not behaving the way you're supposed to behave. So you know better than anybody else that these are serious matters. They're serious to you. They're clearly serious to you, and as your whole family. And for you to be here now, convicted of these hate crimes, it's just astonishing. Faking hate crimes. So why did this happen? That's a good question. I think that's the question on everybody's mind. There's some conjecture you did it for the money. Frankly, I do not believe that you did it for the money. You were making, the evidence showed, close to $2 million a year when this happened. I don't think money motivated you at all. But the only thing I can find is that you really craved the attention, and you wanted to get the attention, and you were so invested in issues of social justice, and you knew that this was a sore spot for everybody in this country. You knew this was a
True.
country that was
It's true.
slowly trying to heal
Yeah.
past injustices and current injustices and trying to make a better future for each other. And it was a hard road. And you took some scabs off
Took
some
advantage
healing
of the
wounds, and you
situation.
ripped them apart for 1 day.
Yeah.
You wanted to make
He
yourself more
wanted fame
famous,
out of
and for
it.
a while it worked.
Oh well.
Everybody was
Wow, it
talking
worked.
about you. The lights are on
Yeah.
you. You were actually throwing a national pity party for yourself.
Yeah,
Now, why
that's
would you do
exactly
such
right.
things?
Yeah, literally.
I
Literally.
understand
Yeah.
you crave
Oh,
the
woe's
attention
me.
so much, but why
Where's
would you betray
Rumpelstiltskin?
something like social justice issues that you care so much about? And the only thing I could conclude is that and I acknowledge there are wonderful sides to you. There are very giving and charitable and loving sides to you. But you have another side of you that is profoundly arrogant and selfish and narcissistic. That's the only thing that can be
That's
concluded.
one way to put it.
And that bad side of you came out during the course of all these events.
Mm-hmm.
Let me talk about hate crimes for a minute. I've been a criminal
Go on.
judge for many years, and I've heard many victims of crimes testify in front of me. And any victim of a crime, no matter what the crime is, they are demoralized by what happens to them. It doesn't matter if you're injured unjustifiably, if somebody hurts you and it maybe cripples you or damages you in some fashion that's going to be long-standing injuries. If your property is stolen, your vehicles are stolen, people go into your homes, your possessions are stolen, people do all kinds of terrible things. It is a demoralizing experience, and sometimes it's the worst experience that anybody can ever go through in their entire life. And then if it turns out that the motivation for the criminal to do something bad to you was because they hate you because of your race, because of your ethnicity, because of your gender, your
Yes.
sexual orientation, your religion, your age, your
Go on.
disability. If that
Any
was the reason for
category.
it, it is exponentially worse. There is nothing worse than to be a victim of a hate crime. It is the worst thing that can happen, especially in our country.
This is a little drawn out.
And all that we're going
A
through
little
now to
drawn
try
out.
to
He
get
went on
around
for
some
like
of
an
these
hour
issues.
apparently. I didn't see the whole thing.
And I believe
I'm being nice.
you did damage to real hate crimes. To hate
No,
crime
but he's
victims.
right. It's
There are
like a
people
rape
that are
victim who
actual,
fakes the rape.
genuine
What about the
victims of
people who
hate
are
Yeah.
crimes
actually
that you did
raped though?
damage to.
Yeah.
People that are,
You make them
have
look
Like
people
no
that
stupid.
one's
come
got time
forward,
to waste.
they
No
may
one's
be
got time to
peaceful,
waste on this, man.
they may
No
be
one's
trusted,
got that type of
Exactly.
money,
for the
man.
community or
Don't
first
fake this
responders.
shit. Like for
There
real.
may be
Don't
some
fake this
trepidation.
shit. That's
I don't
stupid.
know for sure how much damage there was. I don't know how this is going to impact other people, if they're going to be hesitant to come forward because they're going to think that they're going to be accused of acting like you and doing a stunt
Exactly.
like you pulled
See what I
here.
mean?
Mhm.
See what I
I don't
mean?
Mhm.
know
They're
that
gonna be
first
afraid to come
responders are
forward,
going to come
bro.
Exactly
forward.
what she said.
Totally.
Exactly
Yep.
what she said.
Doubtful and skeptical of people that come forward, real victims of hate crime, because of
That's
what you did
disturbing,
here.
dude.
I'm hoping it's not that way. Now, I'll show one of the ironies in this case, and I find this pretty profound. I got letters from people that advocate about victims of hate crime their entire lives. They devote their lives to this. I'm talking in particular Derek Johnson, president of the NAACP, Reverend Jussie Jackson. He's an icon here in Chicago. No introductions necessary. They devote their whole lives to addressing issues about social injustice and hate crime. And they are here today asking me to show you mercy. And I take that seriously. I find it profound. I take it seriously. And I know that they're in a better position than myself to educate the public about that
So where are you going
about
with
the
this?
damage you've done to real victims of hate crime. And I am confident that because of all the attention that you've garnered here on this case, that they are going to seize the opportunity and they will educate the public and they'll be talking about
He
this.
has 5
They'll try to
felonies.
mitigate some of the
That's like
damage that
5
you
years
caused
in
real
jail
victims of
potential.
hate crimes, and they're better positioned to do it than I am, and I will defer. But I will acknowledge that you have done some real damage.
You wrote a whole speech about this?
Well, that's actually what judges do in big top cases like
More
this. If they,
premeditation.
especially
Again, I've been a criminal judge for
highly
30
televised.
years, and I know that people end up where you are right now, awaiting sentencing on their criminal trial. And how did they get to court? How did that happen? There's some people that wake up in the morning, they have no intention of doing anything wrong. They're not looking to do anything criminal. That's the last thing on their minds. But there are crimes of impulse that happen. Road rage, a barroom fight, bumping into somebody. Words are exchanged that somebody finds insulting. And sometimes weapons are available. And the results can be horrific.
Yeah.
And they can be permanent. And people are sitting here and they're wondering themselves, how did I get here? I wasn't looking for trouble. But trouble just seemed to find them. And crimes and impulse. And when I'm saying that I have to put the person and the crime together and try to mix them and understand who it is that committed this crime within the sentencing range, and that's part of my job to do, I consider how the person got here. So, but this is not a crime of impulse. There are also crimes of opportunity.
Not even close.
Walking down the street and somebody they left the keys in the car with the motor running, and they take the car. Or they're in the department store and they see someone put the credit card on this side and they go to adjust their baggage on the other side and grab the credit card. Those are crimes of opportunity. They didn't wake up thinking they're going to commit a crime, but something just
That's
looked
true,
too
though.
tempting to
I
them. They use
mean,
very bad judgment, and then they get in trouble.
Yeah.
They get caught, and here they are.
But he went out his
Crimes of
way to
premeditation.
make this whole shit up,
I think
though.
that's exactly where he's going with his point. That's exactly his
You
point.
did wake up
The
in
difference
morning
between-
thinking you were going to do something bad and something wrong.
There you go. There you go.
And I know more today about this than I ever did before, that there are some wonderful things about you. And I know how people, they cherish you, and they cherish your relationships, and they cherish the good works that you've done. And they love you sincerely and deeply. And they're not faking, they're not lying when they talk to me about their feelings about you and the good things that you've done. But you had that dark side, and this is what happened here. You premeditated this case to an extreme that's amazing.
Bizarre.
You wrote a script.
Yeah, he actually wrote the fucking script.
You're gonna
I remember
counter me on
that.
the street. N-word, F-word. You're going to hit me. You're going to beat me up. You're going to put bleach on me. You're going to put a noose around my neck. That's a script that
He wouldn't be here today if that were to actually happen. Let's be honest.
Oh, come on, man. Like, why would you? Like, that doesn't make sense. They put a noose around my neck. Come on, man.
You chose
That's
those
so
brothers.
over the top,
Why did you do that?
crazy.
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah. It's like you'd be stupid
That's like
if
the
you actually
smoking
thought.
gun of
I
stupid.
realized you.
That this is like
You're an
that you're
established
wrong.
actor
Like
in a serious
that you.
television
Oh man.
production of Empire. They were kind of hangers on there. They're trying to get jobs as extras, maybe a little speaking part here and there, but you
True.
were mentoring
Background
them. You were
extra.
helping them.
Can confirm.
They wanted your advice. They would do anything for you. They thought you were one of the greatest.
I just
people
took
that
drama
the world
class.
known, that you could help them in their careers. They're in great
Good
shape.
enough.
Gave you a little advice about
Maybe we'll do some acting
diet and
later.
exercise,
Some
but
improv.
They idolized you, and they would.
Aye.
You chose them because you knew that you could trust them, that they were loyal to you. You paid them in advance by check.
You pay them in advance by
Not
check. It's
necessarily
like,
a good idea, but it was
You
your
paid
idea.
them for
It was
this.
part of the
but
plan.
you're leaving a paper trail though, too.
Yeah, right, right. You leaving a
You're-
whole
look.
line of evidence. A whole line of evidence. You stupid motherfucker.
You had props procured. You gave them a $100 bill, and had them get the supplies. What are the supplies?
Man, you are
Nobody
stupid.
should see you. We're gonna
You're
say
just a
that you're
bad
white.
criminal, bro.
Obviously,
Like you just all
our
like.
brothers are not white. We're gonna cover your faces in masks. We're gonna have a red hat.
I think you should.
That's gonna indicate
You should
negative.
add. If he's
Gonna
giving
get
him
rope
jail
that we're
time,
gonna
add
use
an
as
extra
noose.
30 days for
Gonna procure
stupidity.
some bleach.
Right, for just plain
If you were a
stupidity.
smart criminal, I'd let it go. But no, you just
Right,
dumb.
but no,
You
you're just a
dumb.
dumbass criminal. You
You got
just
an extra
dumb.
30 days for stupidity. That should be a law for like stupidity in crime. It's just so bad that it's like it's ridiculous. It's laughable.
Imagine if someone actually makes up that law too. That'd be hilarious.
Around my neck and pour the bleach on me. This was planned. This was premeditated.
You should run for Senate.
Premeditated to the extreme. And I find
Do it.
the extreme premeditation is
People won't like me as Senate, I'll tell you that much. People won't like me.
It's all set up. All Shindero brothers are on board. Your plane is running late. Now you had a chance right then and there to think, okay, I'm really late. I'm 4 hours late. This can't go down. It's freezing in Chicago. We're on the verge of a polar vortex. You
Yeah.
might have just thought
Yeah.
about it and said, maybe it's not in the cards. Maybe
Yeah, maybe today's not
Yeah,
the day.
maybe
But
not
he was
today is not the day.
so fervent on doing it in so much intention.
persistent.
He's like,
So
no, I'm doing it no
persistent.
matter how cold it is.
Chats or Instagram, public or
You
private,
could have done it in the
one way or
summertime.
another, you kept in touch with them.
Right.
There was something about the specifics of how you kept in touch with them, but
You made it
Idiot.
so nonsensical.
And now the time is
Nothing
pushed
you
back
said
to 2
made
o'clock
any
in the
sense at all. Oh my
in the
god.
freezing cold weather.
You
It's
you
double digits
stupid,
below
bro.
zero at 2 o'clock in the morning. You have to have a reason to be out on the street.
Yeah, at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right, you had to, yeah.
Come up with the story that you needed to get some eggs at Walgreens at 2 o'clock in the morning. If not that, you're going to go to Subway and get a sandwich and a salad and get something to eat at 2 o'clock in the morning in the freezing cold. You got the Ocean Dale brothers.
Who are you making that to?
Using them as your patsies.
No, you don't understand. I'm an eggaholic. I need them.
Your friend Brandon on the phone.
I don't get them.
Professional man.
I won't be able to breathe.
You're not sure how
No, this nigga for real.
and he's going to be your patsy also.
I didn't even know that
He's gonna
part.
listen
I didn't know that part either.
Eggs are from
by
Walgreens.
somebody.
Oh my god.
Dog, that's your excuse, man? Oh, shit. You gotta work on it,
So you're
man.
getting that together.
You're an actor?
You're out on the street.
You're an actor. You acting like...
And you're walking
No
down
wonder
the street.
Empire fell. You
man.
know, you.
They're getting ready too. And they're doing this because you wanted them to do
Can't
it on
act
the
for
street.
shit. What the fuck are you
With cell
talking
phones
about?
involved.
Not
Make
even
sure nobody
close.
sees you get there.
Not even close.
What they think is some kind of clever way of getting there. They have an Uber pick them up from their home in Lakeview. They take the Uber to Old Town. It's a different neighborhood. They get out of the Uber and they get into a cab. Now the cab. is
2
supposed to
a.m.
go
I
to
need a
street,
Subway sandwich and
not
some
to the scene
eggs.
where this is supposed to happen, a few blocks away. So nobody actually sees them get off.
ASAP.
Get out of the cab,
Now.
and this works out.
Can't wait till tomorrow.
So they get there a little early. They're walking around,
I make
sitting
good
in
money,
bed
but I have no
for 2
food.
o'clock,
I need a
the time
Subway
this is
sandwich.
supposed to happen. At the
Prompt.
moment you said it was
Egg.
supposed to happen. At the moment you said it was supposed to happen, they appear. So you're talking to Brandon on the phone. You have your Subway in hand, and they follow the script. Hey, Empire. Word with the letter N. Word with the letter F. There's a scuffle. They pour bleach on you. Brandon's listening to this.
That's so random too. The bleach.
Right. What the hell are they
Like,
carrying
so,
bleach
we're
around for? So
expecting-
they
yeah.
planned this shit. Yeah, they planned this shit.
Cargo spot.
They planned to hop on
Brothers
your
take off,
ass.
They leave. They never did get the noose around
That's
the
another
neck.
thing too.
So what do you do?
What are these dudes just walking around Chicago at 2 a.m. just like, where's the
Cell
next...
phone.
Like you
talk-
can't
Right.
find another black guy?
I jumped. I got mugged.
Oh,
Right.
we were waiting for you
Trying to
specifically.
make sure that he
So
heard
we
the
specifically.
We left at
waited for the
1:30 because
Empire.
we knew that you were going to be out of the house at that
Never
time.
did get around your neck, and you put it-
The hell kind of logic is that?
you put
Plus some
the
green
noose
bleach.
around your own neck. You go home.
It's such a bad story. It's
Video footage
comical.
shows
Oh
that
my
when you walk into
god.
your residence, you have this noose dangling loosely around your neck. You go into your apartment.
Yeah, and then he still wears the noose.
The
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
The first officer on the scene is Chicago police officer Mohammed Beg.
You gotta keep it with me, babe.
The first responder is
Somebody
the
puts
first
a noose around your
responders.
neck,
His
you're gonna
body
just
cam
wear
is
it
on.
like a fashion accessory
He sees you.
for the next
Now he
couple
sees
of
that the
hours.
noose is around your neck, but it's not the way that you walked into the house. Now the noose is up at your throat. You've maneuvered the noose, and you've made it look worse than it was. This is part of your plan. Officer Beg asks a simple question: what happened? And then you start to lie. And you haven't stopped lying ever since. You've been lying and lying and lying about this case, and that's why you're here today. You want to fake
The worst
incident
part
on the
too
street,
is what he's
trying
saying.
to get some attention at
He
work,
keeps
trying to have
doubling
somebody else
down
feel sorry
on
for
his
you.
story.
Right,
Would never have got you.
right. He just
That
won't.
makes you-
You lied to the police, and you caused all kinds of consternation. You caused a major
Bro.
investigation to take place.
Bro.
Which got many people involved.
That didn't even
Bruh.
have to happen, man.
Bruh.
You wasting people's money, man.
And that's the problem. That's why
People's
you're
money
here.
going into this shit, man.
120,000
The shenanigans
of tax
out there,
dollar
but the lying
tax
about
dollar
it,
money.
making it up, and that's why we're here now.
I was gonna say taxpayer money.
Repeated your lies at the hospital. 6 counts were put together. The jury found you guilty of 5 of them. One was a little bit different than the others, and I understand that. Let me say, from my
5
vantage point,
felonies,
I was
bro.
obviously here at every stage of this trial. I thought the jury's verdict was accurate, correct, wholly corroborated, but could only be described as overwhelming evidence of guilt against you for lying. That's the crime you're here
Dude.
for, lying to the police.
Right,
Overwhelming evidence is an understatement, even.
Officer Beg-
right. You left a
You know what
whole
I'm saying?
trail. Might as well be leaving peanuts on the damn ground and act like no one gonna notice. Like the fuck? Sir.
You might as well shoot a cop in a police station and be like, I didn't do it.
This word got out.
Right.
Not just any person. You have a little bit of celebrity about you.
He's just
You were,
holding the gun.
Known in some circles as a very competent
drop it. It wasn't me.
actor, a really good actor in a very serious television production.
That's what's
called
sad is that
Empire.
he's an actor.
People knew about this, and because
Quote,
you're a
unquote.
celebrity, and because you've been so active in all these social justice causes, and this is what is so unbelievable about this case, that you of all people are here convicted of hoaxing hate crimes. You who know better, who are out there in the world trying to be something for the good in social justice causes, that you ended up here right now like this. It's crazy, but you know people in high places, elected public officials. They reacted. You knew mainstream journalists.
That's what's scary,
They reacted.
is
You
that they were
became
defending him.
The first page. You're
Even
the
though
front
he was
page news.
clearly
You talk
guilty,
about-
Clearly
that
guilty.
actually makes the people that defended him clearly fucking
Clearly
guilty.
Yep, clearly guilty.
People on mainstream media are decrying what happened. What kind of country is this? How
Yeah.
could they do this to Jussie? We know Jussie. He's such a gentle guy. He's the guy that was described to me by all the family and friends that I heard from today. And I believe that Jussie
Don't we believe in
exists.
innocence until proven guilty?
But you use them
I
as
Nope,
like
tokens.
what
not
I'm saying
anymore.
is like
Giving
go
you
through
the
the
national pity
the
party you
process. You have to go
They're
through
putting
due
on the front page
process
all
in
the
order
attention.
to
Yeah,
come to a
in order to-
conclusion.
People talk about
Don't just immediately
social
go by
justice.
anyone's
Your name is
accusation
coming up
on
first, and you make them
anything
do
ever.
anything. But you
Just
use
let
No
it
one's
play
ever
itself
gonna go
out.
that way
anything.
no more.
People
Let it
in
play
those
itself out.
positions, elected public officials, mainstream journalists, their credibility is everything to them. And you didn't care that you might be damaging it. You did damage to them because, again, there's a side of you that has this arrogance and selfishness and narcissism that's just disgraceful. Your plan worked, of course, until it didn't.
Your plan worked until it didn't.
Chicago.
That's
You
one way
lived
to
here
put
for
it.
5 years working on the Empire show. And you have to know, as well as anybody that lives in Chicago, that Chicagoans, they love their city. They're fiercely loyal to the city. And
That's
believe
true.
me, Chicagoans know. We don't
Shout out
all
to the
agree
Windy
with
City,
each other,
Chi-Town.
on a
Much
lot.
love to you.
There are all kinds of disagreements on what our city should be, what the vision should be for the future. There's even disagreements about what our past was like. But despite all the disagreements and all the things that are not right with Chicago, it's sweet home to Chicago, to the Chicagoans. Chicagoans are fiercely loyal to their city. But Chicagoans have one thing in common that they agree on, that there's no misunderstandings. Everybody's on the same page. And that page is crime is a problem. It is a major problem.
Everybody
Nobody
knows that
disagrees.
by now.
Yeah, by
Look,
now,
look,
everyone
yeah.
face knows that.
They are valuable. They're limited. detective resources are precious. And they
It's
cannot
too
be
damn obvious
squandered.
at this point.
And what you did,
Well, I shouldn't even
because
say
you
that. It's like
selfishly,
you're just known
arrogantly,
for that. You're
Yeah.
notorious.
narcissistically, bringing attention to yourself. It's the only reason you could have been doing such a crazy thing that you did, was you took away a lot of resources from other places, from other real victims of real crimes. You used up the police resources for your own benefit, and that's a big problem here. What you did is you created what we call here a
Exactly.
heater.
Yeah.
What's a heater?
What?
A heater is a case that when it's reported to the public conscience is shocked to such an extreme that the public is demanding that the police solve this crime here, right now, right here, right now. Everything else has to take second place. The heater has to be addressed. And you created a heater. And boy, did they put on an investigation.
Dude, yes. It was such
Yeah.
a big deal.
I've been listening
Not
to
only
some
that, it
police
divided the
officers
fucking
about
country.
Police investigations for many years.
The hell is that?
It's certainly not a perfect police department. It's perhaps unfairly maligned in some respects.
All of a sudden,
think
people
he
are like,
actually thought
oh,
this
I'll match,
work,
you know,
too.
F Donald Trump. I don't know why I just said F after I said fuck.
Their competence and thoroughness. Not a question about that. But what they did
I'm
in this
polite
case
only
is
1%
extraordinary.
of the
I've never
time.
seen, even in some murder cases, the amount of
Uh-oh, your politeness is showing.
you did exactly
Shit, seriously?
what you didn't want to
Uh-oh.
happen.
Yeah, holy crap. Uh-oh, fix that. You gotta fix that real quick.
When I say what you didn't want to happen is you never wanted this case solved. You thought that somehow you'd be able to skate by and nobody would ever know what really happened here, and you're going to walk away from this, and it didn't go down like that at all, of course. So they solved the case.
Yeah.
And what
It didn't take long to solve it.
It didn't, yeah, it didn't really take long. You left
I can
a
guarantee
whole
it.
peanut trail.
If you know how police work, it takes this amount of time to have an idea, and then you've got to prove it to get all the
Yeah.
evidence
Yeah.
as much as you possibly can based on that one idea.
It's so sad. The damage you've done to yourself is way beyond anything else that can happen to you from me or any other judge that will be sentencing for this criminal case. You are now a permanently convicted felon. Your family
Sheesh.
who loves you and supports you.
It's a
I
felony
only
crime.
use the word forgive because
That ain't no misdemeanor.
They're with you so much. They're so tight knit, but you have to live with the fact that you really put them through a ringer. You've embarrassed your valuable friends in high places, the elected public officials, people in the media. You've embarrassed them. You have to live with that. I don't know if those relationships can be repaired. You've become toxic in your own workplace.
Yep.
Your career, future
Imagine,
is
look at the
uncertain
show
very
now.
best.
They don't know what the hell to
Really
do.
on a rocket ship,
Right.
to success, and now you've turned yourself into riches to rags, and it's so unfortunate. Your very name has become an adverb for lying, and I
Ooh.
cannot imagine what could be worse than that.
Hey, Dave
Talk
Chappelle knows
about
what's up.
a situation for somebody who's
You gonna
lying,
juicy on me?
trying to manipulate,
Clearly
You better not
lying.
juicy on. Yeah,
your
you
name comes up.
clearly.
So pulling a
There you
Jussie,
go.
something like that.
I'll let you take that
You're
one.
the butt of jokes. Comedians,
I'll let you take that one.
mainstream talk show hosts, they make jokes about you.
Mainstream
They
talk
do
show
sketch-
host.
sketches about you. I can't imagine anything worse than that. Now, this is all self-inflicted. These are things you did to yourself. This is self-damage. Well, some
To the
people may
extent that
think
you went this far, that's the reason why.
And the
Nobody-
thought to actually go, like, it actually
I
worked
assure you
without,
this court does not.
like, do you really know what goes
I don't
on,
think there's
man?
anything funny at all about
Hate
hoaxing
crimes.
and faking racial hate crimes.
Nah, for real.
Hoaxing
You done
or
for
faking
real. Just in my.
homophobic hate crimes. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that is
especially that
disgraceful.
too.
There is nothing funny about
Especially
it. There's no humor in
that.
what you did whatsoever. All because
Well, I shouldn't say
you're
especially that,
selfish,
but like
arrogant,
especially the
narcissistic.
two
You
of them
have that side
combined.
in you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That-
are
that
you
came out through
serious?
this case, and you kept doubling down and doubling down and doubling
Yeah.
down.
Well, what did I just say?
Exactly what you said.
Exactly
Exactly
what I
what you
said.
said.
And
You
I'm
just
a
wouldn't
sentencing
stop.
judge, and I don't find it funny.
No, this is
where are we
ridiculous,
at?
bro.
We're at the end. You are convicted.
I'd
of
give
a
him jail
Class 4
time.
felony.
Easy.
It's presumptively probationable, but we have some real serious aggravating factors here. Your premeditation, which I've described. The pain you've caused to real victims of hate crimes, which I've described. The damage you've done to the city of Chicago, I've heard. It's been talked about. I'm mindful of the city's request for restitution,
Yep.
and if I'm going to fashion that, consider that request, I have to fashion the sentence accordingly. And above all, the capper of all cappers, your performance on the witness stand. This could only be described as pure perjury. You got on the witness stand.
That's another charge.
You didn't have to, you did, you certainly have a right to, but you committed hour upon hour upon hour of pure perjury. And I find all those to be ample factors. If this court were to decide,
Dude,
that
he
the things you
deserves.
did, that any kind of probationary sentence would deprecate the seriousness of the offense, and you need to go to the penitentiary.
What would you give him?
The record is clear.
I'd give him.
I'd give him 3
I'm
years.
looking at everything in its totality.
Yeah, I was thinking of 3 years, or at least two
They're
and a
not going to give
half.
him 3 years. I can
Well,
tell.
of course not, but
But that's what I give.
that's what I would give him.
Thing that I'm concerned about now.
2.5
that you do
to
have
5 years.
Quite a record of real community service and quite a record of attaching with people. There is a lot of mitigation in this case as well. And I'm mindful of the pleas of mercy, particularly from people that are in the arena of dealing with social justice issues, that are fighting, seriously fighting, not playing around, not doing games like
Exactly.
you were doing, but seriously fighting.
Exactly. We're all trying to get along. Don't like.
Of all sorts.
You
I know how
just breaking
stupid
us
that
apart.
sounds. It's like kumbaya and all that, but it ain't like that.
No,
It's just
but
like
it
let's
is
just,
not.
How you got here.
it's just real.
How somehow
You
strayed
just,
away
y'all
from your
you
family
just
values.
splitting us apart even more
Let
with
that
this
dark,
bullshit,
narcissistic,
man.
selfish and arrogant side come out.
Not like we
You
believed you
persisted
to
with it
begin
for
with,
years in this
because
case.
No.
I'm
But
fashioning
still.
your sentence, and here's your sentence.
Hold up.
I'm sentencing you to 30 months felony probation, and the probation is going to be to this court. You're going to be allowed to travel wherever you want. You do not have to live in the state of Illinois. You can report by phone. I know that if you're going to try to
If
make
you-
a living and do some of the things you do, you may have to go to other places, New York and Los Angeles. You
Report
can
by
do those
phone?
things.
Okay, well I guess to
You will
make it
pay
practical, to
restitution
be
to the
honest.
city of Chicago in the amount of $120,106.
There you go.
Thank
120,000.
you.
$25,000, which is the maximum fine. And you will spend the first 150 days of your sentence in the Cook County Jail.
Oh!
It will start today, right here,
Oh!
right now.
Oh!
Thank you, Lord.
Oh!
Thank you, Lord.
At least we got jail time.
We got jail
gotta-
time, people.
We got a little wavy there for a second. I wasn't sure. I was like, you started off with probation.
Within 30 days. You may also file a motion to modify your sentence, which would have to be filed in writing
Starting
within 30
today.
days. Anything not stated in those filings are waived for purposes.
Which means when you leave,
cannot
you know
afford
where you're
waivers
going.
of transcripts.
Oh, yeah.
Provided free of charge. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions? Let's see what you got.
No, I would just like to say to Your Honor that I am not suicidal.
What?
Okay,
I am not suicidal.
okay.
I am not suicidal. I am innocent.
You are a
I am
robot.
not suicidal. If I did
On
this,
repeat.
it means that I stuck my fist in the fears of Black Americans in this country for over 400 years and the fears of the LGBTQ community. Your Honor, I respect you and I respect the jury. Oh, my
God.
And I am not suicidal.
You're fucking insane. Stop it.
I did not do it to myself.
You got some issues, bro.
All know that. I respect you, Your Honor. I respect your decision. Jail time.
But all you want to do is just give a shout out to the black community that you fucking destroyed right now
Mr. Uche,
by lying about
any
your shit.
post-sentencing motions you care to present right now?
And no one believes you.
The defense would wish to present a motion.
Dude, you're
to consider
pathetic.
sentence
All right.
And file it in Stanter.
Right, it
You
is
just
most timely
embarrassed the
filed.
whole community.
And
You
let me
really
say, I
did,
obviously
but-
considered the sentence at great length, and it's timely filed, so it's preserved for purposes of appeal.
You just
Motion to
you're
reconsider
such a
sentence is respectfully
narcissist.
denied.
This is
Is there
crazy.
another- one second, Randy.
I've never
Anything
seen
else?
such a
Second.
narcissist.
Is there going to be a notice of appeal filed?
In he's
He's completely delusional.
yeah.
You doing it in Stanter? And are you going to be handling the appeal?
What does that have to do with anything that just happened? All you have to do is apologize for lying, and you're just like, nope,
Appellate court, okay?
I'm doing this for my
I'm
black
not
brothers and sisters.
suicidal.
Yeah, and I'm not
Now,
suicidal.
I need the prosecutors to work with Charlotte, the probation officer, to work out.
You know why he
probation
said that.
specifications with the
Of course I
conditions
know.
just explained.
Yeah.
150 days in the county jail.
You
the restitution,
pathetic
the
piece
fine.
of shit.
Oh,
Get
and
the
also,
fuck out of my face. Step the
statutory
fuck
DNA
off,
costs
man.
are ordered as well. That's statutory.
Are
So
you
have to fill out
kidding
the
me?
probation specifications, and I'm going to get somebody to help you do that, but we need to get that done in Stanter.
You gotta be
Anything else
fucking
today?
kidding me.
Yes.
You gotta be
In
fucking tripping.
light of the notice of appeal, we would ask that you suspend the jail sentence in light of the
Do what?
in-state filing of the notice of appeal.
Did I do what?
Suspend the jail sentence in light of the notice of filing of
No,
appeal.
that will be respectfully denied. Yes, ma'am. Mr. Jones?
Turn down. Turn down.
Bam.
No, I'm not staying. No. The wheels of justice turn slowly, and sometimes the hammer of justice has to fall, and it's falling right here.
Guys, just stop trying. He's got his
That's
time.
his
Just stop
sentence.
trying.
Look,
He
you're,
got his
lucky,
time.
you're lucky that he only has 150 days. I'm telling you, I would have
Right.
given him 3
I
years
would have put up shit on longer. I would have put that shit longer.
for every. You don't understand. It's almost like a hate crime by doing what you
Any other
did.
matters to come before the court today? All right, defendants remanded.
You
to the custody
literally just
sheriff.
wanted
Right.
white people and black people to like butt heads
Split.
and
Right.
split because of what you did. Man, that's fucking disgusting. Get that shit on my fucking face, man. That's fucking crazy. This motherfucker don't deserve to fucking have anything. Man, fuck that. Nah, you done. You done. We done with this.
You're done.
I'm out.
You're done. Look,
Bye-bye.
this is kind of funny how we just came back out of nowhere. I'm not suicidal.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I know.
Like, did
that's-
anyone ask?
No, because he's still
Like,
doing the
I
victim
don't think I
thing.
get it.
He's
No,
still a
I don't
victim.
think you get it. I don't even think you get it. You're standing for the black community. No one in the black community believes you. It's exactly what Dave Chappelle said.
Nobody, yes.
No, we're silent because you're lying,
Lying.
and we can tell. We can tell, you dumbass. Like,
'Cause
I
this
really
dude
don't
is
know what you're
clearly
doing.
lying.
Clearly lying. Come on, man. You
Dude,
can't
this-
fool. You can't fool
Yo,
this shit, man.
when I saw this,
Yeah,
of
just
course, I
can't.
thought they was lying like crazy. But you got all these,
Bro.
like
Bro.
leftist Karens that are trying to jump on board this, train. Just be like, oh
Of
no,
course
you
it's
gotta,
fucking-
ah man, this is horrible. But like, are you serious? You're jumping at
You
every
really-
opportunity to make yourself
really
look good.
think-
You're pandering to
you-
people. You're just,
you
it's
really
virtue
think-
signaling in the worst way possible.
Like, let's just tie this shit up. Let's just tie this shit up. You really believe that a nigga is going out at -16 Fahrenheit weather to get eggs and a sub? Now listen, I might be hungry and I can go in the middle of the rainstorm just to get my food. I don't care. But at 2 in the morning, -16 degrees Fahrenheit to get eggs, nigga, fucking eggs. You couldn't wait. What were you gonna make that day, huh? What were you gonna make?
I'm sorry, but the
A
eggs
fucking
part,
hummus,
the
steak
eggs
and
part's
eggs,
the funniest.
steak and eggs. We're gonna make steak and eggs, huh? Is that what we're doing now? Is that what we're doing? No. This is what we're doing now. This is what we're doing now. Apparently, we're gonna make steak and eggs at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. You better have some 50 fucking people in your house where you can make an egg.
No. The worst part, think about it. The worst part is that he thought about this for so long and planned it for so long, and all
He
he
made
had,
a fucking
all he
script.
had in his arsenal after this whole script was, "I'm going out for eggs at 2 a.m."
And there's 2 random niggas with
Yeah.
bleach waiting
Yeah.
to
yeah.
pour on this
Two white dudes
Like-
just walking around with bleach. They're just waiting for the they can't see another black guy because apparently black people don't live in Chicago. You're
And
the
it's
only
not
one.
like
You're the
I mean
only
you
one.
look fine. You look fine to me. Where the bleach at?
Yeah, for real. Because they showed the
Where
video.
the
Of,
bleach
bro, your story. You took that
You're
long
so
to come up with something so
stupid.
stupid. I can't even.
And you left it
It's
even a paper
hilarious.
trail. So you made a script, you paid the fucking motherfuckers, and you really thought that it wasn't gonna get found. At least burn the fucking paper at least. No, you left that shit wide out in the open.
This is one of the greatest videos I've ever seen.
I'm done.
I'm out.
I'm done.
Yep, I'm done.
I'm done.
We,
I'm done.
We outie.
We
All
done. We done.
No. What's your name?
Black Shades.
YT. Much love.
See ya next time.
Peace out.
Peace out.
That was fucking hilarious. What the fuck did I just see?